History is a graveyard of giants. Imagine a world where golden cities dominated the horizon, where kings were worshipped as living gods, and where military might was thought to be eternal. Then, suddenly, silence. No records, no survivors, only dust and bone. You are watching Preyo Tidings, and today we are peeling back the layers of time to uncover the civilizations that vanished without a trace. We aren't just looking at ruins, we are looking at the warriors who broke them, the climate that betrayed them, and the mysterious others who erased them from the map. The Masters of Order versus the Aryan Mystery. 5,000 years ago, while most of the world lived in mud huts, the Indus Valley civilization was building a masterpiece of urban engineering. Their power wasn't in golden palaces, but in order. They had the world's first standardized weights, complex drainage systems, and multi-story brick houses. But even this level of sophistication couldn't save them. For centuries, historians have debated their downfall. One major theory points to the Indo-Aryans, a fierce, nomadic warrior group from Central Asia. These invaders brought horse-drawn chariots and iron weapons, technology the Indus people couldn't match. Imagine the clash, a society built on trade and plumbing meeting a culture built on lightning-fast cavalry. But if it wasn't the Aryans, it was the earth itself. The Saraswati River, their lifeline, dried up. When the water stopped flowing, the trade died, the cities crumbled, and millions simply walked away into the shadows of history. The Astronomers of War and the 100-Year Drought. Deep in the jungles of Central America, the Maya created a society of extreme contrasts. They were geniuses of mathematics, predicting solar eclipses thousands of years in advance. Yet, they were also one of the most violent civilizations to ever exist. Their kings, the divine lords, maintained power through public ritual and constant expansion. But the Maya were their own worst enemies. The two superpowers, Tikal and Calakmul, engaged in a brutal Cold War that lasted generations. They didn't just fight for land, they fought for captives to satisfy their gods. This internal bleeding, combined with a devastating 100-year drought, shattered the people's faith in their divine rulers. By the 9th century, the great cities were abandoned overnight. The peasants revolted against the elite, the jungle swallowed the pyramids, and the greatest astronomers on Earth left no record of where they went.
For you, a good price.
The Hittites and the ghost invaders, the Sea Peoples. In the late Bronze Age, the Hittite Empire was a superpower. Based in modern-day Turkey, they were the first to master iron weaponry. They stood toe-to-toe with the great Ramses II of Egypt in the legendary Battle of Kadesh. Their power was absolute, their walls were thick, and their army was the most feared in the Mediterranean. Then came the Sea Peoples. Even today, we don't know exactly who they were. They were a confederation of seafaring raiders who appeared like ghosts from the ocean. They didn't just defeat the Hittites, they erased them. Within 50 years, the Hittite capital, Hattusa, was burned to the ground and forgotten for 3,000 years. These ghost invaders triggered a domino effect that collapsed almost every major civilization in the region. They came, they destroyed, and then, like the tide, they disappeared back into the sea, leaving historians with nothing but charred ruins and questions. Moving to Southeast Asia, the Khmer Empire of Cambodia was a marvel of the medieval world. Their capital, Angkor, was the largest city on the planet. Their power was derived from their absolute control over water, a massive network of canals and reservoirs that could feed 1 million people. But power breeds envy. The Khmer spent centuries fighting off the Champa and the rising Thai kingdoms of Ayutthaya. To fund these massive wars and build even more massive temples like Angkor Wat, the empire overtaxed its people and its land. When the monsoon rains became unpredictable, their complex water system failed. The very technology that made them powerful became their cage. In 1431, the Thai army finally breached the walls of Angkor, and the great water kingdom vanished into the overgrowth of the Cambodian jungle. The fragility of empires. What have we learned from these lost worlds? That power is a fragile thing. Whether it is the drying of a river, the arrival of mysterious raiders, or the internal rot of a civil war, no empire is permanent. We see our own world in these ruins, our cities, our technology, our wars. If these giants could vanish, what does that say about us? The ruins of the past are not just history, they are a warning. Thank you for exploring these mysteries with us. If you want to dive deeper into the hidden corners of our world, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Preyo Tidings. Tell us in the comments, which civilization do you think had the most tragic end? Until next time, stay curious and keep searching for the truth.